Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Namaste, yogis and yoginis. Welcome once again to Yoga with Vic. And here we are in Chanchamayo, La Merced, a little town, well, not so little, in the middle of the jungle of Peru. And hopefully you don't hear all the roosters, the motorbikes, the electrical, well, everything that is around because it's pretty noisy. But hopefully you can hear me, and let's work on our yoga flow today. So let's get started just on the mat, nearly. As always, first we want to land. We want to make sure that we are with ourselves in our little island, which is our beautiful mat. And we're going to get in touch with our breath, with ourselves, make sure that we know that we are doing yoga, and then let's move on from there. So let's put the hands on the lap. Close your eyes for a second. Observe your breath. How is it today? Is it slow? Is it fast? Is it choppy, erratic? Is it all over the place? Make sure you're aware of it. And now let's start to slow it down, make it even. Inhales should be at least as long as the exhales, or the exhales are slightly longer, ideally, maybe 1-2 more seconds. So you can count mentally. For instance, 4 to intake and 4 to just release. And you can start, if you want, inhaling through the nose and making a big exhale through the mouth to let it go. Sometimes we have things bottled up and you need just to let it go. You could do it 2-3 times and then tap into your samavriti, your equal breath. Focus on the air coming in through your nose. You can paint it any color, blue, green, orange, yellow. And when it comes out, you can also paint it in a different color. So visualize it as coming out to the nature, to the room, pervading this beautiful color that you just gave it. And so once we're settled, you can open your eyes. Hello again. Let's go with the right hand to the right side. Left hand comes up, stretch one side. And let's go to the other side, left this time. There you go, stretch as much as you can. Try to find some new space in the ribs. And now we're going to go to the right side again, but we're going to drop the hip, the buttocks on the floor. So we're going to deepen that stretch. So try to reach as much as possible, as high and as far as possible. And you'll feel a lot of stretch in your waistline, in your ribs. And let's do the same to the other side. So left hand goes to the floor and the right buttock goes towards the floor too. And a big stretch here. We're going to stretch the waist, the ribs, everything. Come back to the center. Come back to your knees. And let's go. The right leg goes to the right. And again, we're going to try to reach with the right hand as low as possible towards the calf, past the knee. And again, let's stretch as much as possible. And low. Awakening the whole body to the center. Let's change the side. Stretch the left leg towards the left. Right hand comes up. Left hand goes along the leg and goes towards the bottom of the leg. Try to reach the foot. That will be very difficult, but that's the idea. And probably well past the knee. towards the calf, towards the shin. Awesome. Let's go to the center. Let's come up. Let's move the legs a little bit. Let's pedal them because we've been kneeling, so they're probably a bit asleep or just stiff. Let's do our beautiful empty arms coat. So just let everything go. Just turn. There's nothing right. There's nothing wrong. Just let it go. Just be playful. The feet are very still. They're just glued to the floor. But the rest, we move everything. Mostly, not so much the hips. The hips should be looking forward, but more above the waist. Just be, let the arms completely loose. And let them also slap you at the back of your kidneys. Awaken the chi, the energy. Because if it's first thing in the morning, that's what you need to do. Call the energy. Say, hello, I'm here. Come and join me. Okay, awesome. And let's go to the front of the mat, which is going to be that side for me. There's a lot going on in the street, but that's fine. So we're going to be working a little bit on the legs. So we're going to warm them up. So first of all, let's do a couple of sun salutations to warm up the whole body. So come up towards the sky, towards the roof. You can bend a little bit, not too much if it's the first thing you do. Palms together, palms separated, it doesn't really matter. Then forward fold, go towards the floor. You can bend the knees again. If it's first thing in the morning, definitely what you want to do. Inhale and straighten your back. Make very long, elongating the spine, finding that space between the vertebra. And then hands on the floor, feet towards the back, towards our plank. And then from here, we're going to go lower, lower, lower with a strength in the arms towards the floor and curl the toes. And with an inhale, do your cobra. You're going to take a couple of breaths here. The cobra can be like here, a mini cobra, baby cobra, or just a full cobra. Or you can even extend and do it still if you want now to start with. But if you just woke up, maybe it's not the best idea. You don't have to put the feet together. They can be separated as long as the lower back is not compromised. Breathe. And from here, curl the toes. Hands very active, very open, fingers separated. And we lift the hips towards downward dog. Pedal the feet. Make sure you warm up the back of the legs. Push yourself away from the mat. Remember, in downward dog, you want to go backwards or towards the back. Backwards, I don't know if this is the right expression. Pedal the feet, try to reach with the heels onto the floor. Awakening the back. You can do both at the same time or one at a time, or just do whatever feels good. And from here, we're going to bend the knees slightly, look towards the front, and with a big step or jump or floating, we're going to go up to the front. Inhale and straighten your back. Exhale and forward. Inhale, come up. Reach, reach, reach as far as possible. And to the front. The hands come to your heart. Okay, that was like the rehearsal one. Let's go for the next ones. Inhale. Come up, reach, arch if you want. Exhale, come down. Fold, bending or not the knees. Inhale, straight at the back. Exhale, hands to the floor, feet to the back. Let's do the chaturanga, plank, going to the floor. Inhale. And do your cobra or your upward dog. Exhale, curl the toes, come up, hips up, and downward dog. Bend the knees slightly, big step or float, jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up, fill up your lungs, stretch as much as possible. Exhale, hands to the front to your heart. Now let's do another one. Inhale, come up, stretch, arch if you want. Exhale, go towards the ground, towards the floor. Inhale, stretch the back, find that spine elongation. Exhale, thought towards the floor, floating, doing your chaturanga, your plank. Inhale, upward dog, or cobra with a back bend. Exhale, curl the feet, come up to the sky, hips high, downward dog. Bend the knees slightly, come up to the front with the right or left foot, it doesn't really matter. Inhale, flat back, very extended. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fill up the lungs, come up and float upwards. Exhale, hands to the front, and here we are. Okay, so we just did a couple of sun salutations to warm up. We're going to evolve that. Inhale, let's go to chair pose. Chair pose, you bring the hips back towards the back of the room or the back of the mat, like you have an invisible chair. Hands can be up here in a chair pose, like the new style chair pose, or you can put it in front. If the shoulders are a bit compromised, they hurt, you're tight, or you just don't feel like it, you can just put them in front of your heart. And whatever feels good for you. And we're going to do a little bit of bouncing. You know, if you think, oh, that bouncing really inspires me to actually dance, you don't have to put the hands anywhere special. You can actually dance. You can clip your fingers. You can go along. You can be creative. Yoga is not something serious. Yoga is movement. It's the joint. Is a meditation in motion. You're just doing the body, the breath, and the mind. So put your mind into whatever you feel like doing. So you find back the disco move, that's fine too. The important thing is warming up the legs, and by now you should be feeling them. You can go lower, lower, lower. Like, hey, where's that invisible chair? You can come up, come up, come up, go down, go down, go down. Test yourself and see how low you can go without falling onto your buttocks. You can come up, come up, come up. Okay, let's get to a chair pose. And now we're going to lift the right leg. So the right knee is going to come towards the chest. Awesome. Lower. The left knee is going to come towards the chest. Great. Let's do this again. Right comes up. I'm going to put my hands in here. And now left comes towards the chest. So we're like a little bird in one leg, flamingo kind of style. This is not flamingo pose. Let's do the third one again. The right one comes up, but both are bent. And then left one comes up. And you should feel that your legs are definitely awakened now. Awesome. And then come up. Okay, give them a little bit of a pedal, give them a little bit of break. That's great. Now, let me just go back because I've got this veranda here. Let's do the same. Let's do the chair pose. Lift the right leg, hands in front of your chest, and let's extend the right leg to the back. Toes looking down to a warrior three. But in this case, we have the hands in our chest, in front of our chest. Engage the right glutes. The left leg, the left knee can be slightly bent, so we can have a bit of a buffer in our balance. Come back. The knee is going to the chest, and from here we come down again, and then we change. Left leg comes up to the chest. We extend the leg behind. Going to warrior three. The chest comes down. Leg goes up, toes looking down, engaging the glutes, engaging the right leg, that is our support. Take a couple of breaths here, and then slowly come back. It comes towards the chest again, as we initiated this sequence, and then it comes back again, and both legs straight. Alrighty, great. Let's do a bit of flow. Yeah, I think it should be fine. Hopefully I'm not going to the veranda. So let's come up, chair pose. Let's go down towards the floor. Straighten your back. Go down to chaturanga and go towards the floor. We can do cobra or upward dog. And then let's do our downward dog. From our downward dog, we're gonna lift the right leg, come to the front between the hands, the back foot goes flat, and we come up to warrior one. From the warrior one, we're going to put the hands in front of our heart and push ourselves towards the front very slowly and come up to the warrior two that we just did. From here, we're gonna come down, bending the right knee, come up, that's one. Let's go down again, finding the balance. If you need to put the hands as wings, that's also fine. Whatever feels better for you, that's two. And then bend the knee, and if you fall, it's also fine. And come up again, that is three. We go down with the foot again to a warrior one. We go to warrior two, moving the hips towards the side. We come up, extending the right leg and reaching the sky. We go down again, bending the right knee to warrior two, and then we come forward to a warrior one, hips towards the front, and then go down to the floor. Cartwheel your hands, come to the back in our plank, chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, and downward dog. And from here, guess what? Let's go to the second side. So we're gonna lift the left leg this time. It comes to the front, back foot flat. Come up to warrior one, hips towards the front, and hands are gonna come in front of our chest. From here, we're going to tilt the body slightly forward and push ourselves to warrior three. Toes looking down. The left leg can be straight or slightly bent to keep the balance. And from here, hands in front of your heart or swings. We're gonna go down for one, straighten, down for two, bending, straighten, and down for three, and straighten. We put the back foot again on the floor, warrior one, open to warrior two, hips move laterally now, hands come up and get together, straightening the front leg, the left one in this case, and then let's bend again to warrior one. Inhale, come up in warrior two, that was. Warrior one comes now, so looking towards the front, and from here we're going to cartwheel the hands, go towards our chaturanga, and come up on a bhujangasana or downward or upward dog. And then from here, downward dog. Let's take a breath. And bend the knees, float or step towards the front. Inhale to flat back, exhale, and come up with a big inhale, chair pose, exhale, hands to the front, in front of your chest. And there we go. So let's flow this, shall we? Inhale, go to chair pose, exhale, towards the floor, towards the ground. Inhale, flat back, exhale. Let's go to chaturanga plank pose, towards the floor. Inhale to your back bend of choice. Exhale to your downward dog. Inhale, leave the right leg. Exhale, go towards the front. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, we're gonna put our hands in front of us, lift the leg, and lift to a warrior three. Inhale, go down, bending the knee. Exhale, come up. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg, come up with the arms. Exhale, go to warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, go to the front. Chaturanga, plank pose. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to the other side, lifting the left leg. Exhale to the front. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the front. We go to warrior three. Inhale, bend the knee, go down. Exhale, come up. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg, come up with the hands. Exhale, go down to warrior one. Inhale, start warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, go towards the floor with your plank, with your push up. Inhale, and your back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look towards the front. Exhale, jump or walk towards the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, Namaste T, E, and hands to the front. Last one, are you ready for it? Okay, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, let's do our vinyasa. Inhaling with cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg comes up. Inhaling, it goes to the front. Exhaling, come up. Warrior one. Exhale, and go to warrior three. Lifting the leg. Inhale, come down, bending the knee. Exhale, come up. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Extend the right leg. Come up. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Cartwheel the hands. Go towards the floor. Do your vinyasa or skip it. You can go to downward dog. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. From our dog, let's lift the left leg. Go towards the front. Come up in your warrior one towards the front. Hands in front of you. Exhaling, lift to warrior three. Bend the knee. Come up again. Inhale to your warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Extend the left leg. Come up, inhaling. Exhale to your warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. And last vinyasa, we go to the floor. That push up, very strong arms. Inhale to your upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. And you did amazing. What up a do but do. That's great. Up your legs are waking now. From here we're gonna jump or walk to the front, float. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to the front. And that was our little flow for the legs. From here we're gonna do big step with the right foot towards the back. I'm gonna face you, so now we're gonna look forward. The feet are gonna be like 45 degrees, open up. So we're gonna come down, goddess pose, cross stance. Goddess pose was better today. From here, so now we have the knees bent. You can bend as much as possible, as little as possible. It doesn't really matter as long as you're bent and you're in this beautiful goddess pose. Feel like a goddess, feel like a god, whatever you want to feel like, but own it. From here, we're going to lift the right heel and the left heel. You can also put your hands on your waist, right and left, right and left. Let's alternate, right, left, right, left. Try not to even, try to really reach the heel up while the other one is down. In not having both at the same time, which is challenging. I know your glutes should be in fire, your inner thighs, everything, alternate. Play the music you want to play in your head, whatever works for you, and dance it. Oh, try not to fall. Both on the floor, and let's do both at the same time. So up and down, up and down. And if your legs are shaking, that is exactly what mine are doing. So don't freak out. It's normal. It's what it should be. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. Awesome. And still here, we're going to put our hands behind our skull. So they're going to be just above our neck, or yeah, just down here in our skull. And from here, we're going to go towards the right. So right knee, right elbow, center, left knee, left elbow, center. Let's go towards the right. Inhale, exhale, go down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. Inhale, exhale. And by now you might be thinking, are we ever going to straighten the legs? You will, surely. Give it a couple more. Left, center, right, center, left, center. One more. Right, center. So we're working here not only the legs but also the side abdominals. So keeping that waistline in line. Okay, I said one more and I did like two. Okay, last one. One and two. Come to the center, toes towards the front, straighten the legs. Oh, give us a little bit of a dance. Right, left, front, back, left, right, front, back. There you go. Hips go towards one side, could be clockwise or anti-clockwise, and then to the other side, stirring the pot. Awesome. From here, we're going to do prasaritas, or just the wide-legged fold. So again, toes looking now this time towards the front, not so much open. Hands interlaced behind the back. So we're going to grab our hands, open the shoulders as much as you can. Let's go down, down, down with the legs straight, because we want to make sure we stretch the back of the thighs, the hamstrings, the glutes, everything gets straightened. And the hands get dropped behind us, like you're aiming to touch the floor. So you're really opening the shoulders. Shoulder blades should be getting together. Take some breaths. Send some love to the back of the legs, through your hamstrings, your calves. And with a big inhale, let's come up again. You might get a bit of a rush of blood into your head, which is perfectly common, and a bit of a lighthead. Okay, release your hands. And now we're going to grab with both peace fingers our toes. Right toe, left toe, and try to pull yourself towards the floor, bending the elbows, reaching the with the head onto the floor. Again, awakening the back of the legs. And pull yourself a little bit more every time you exhale. Push yourself a little bit. Don't stay always in your comfort zone. It's not the place to be. You have to go outside. Comfort zone is fine for a while, but you always have to walk out. Okay, perfect. Come up again, hands on your waist. And let's do now both hands in the middle, a little bit further. Let's go down. And now we're going to walk the hands between the feet. So not so much in front of us, but in the middle between both our foot, right foot and left foot. So try to reach with the head onto the floor. And now let's extend the fingertips towards the back. So turn the hands around and try to reach as much as possible. You can walk with the fingers towards the back and try to reach as close as possible with the head onto the floor. Stretch, keep breathing, and every time you breathe out, just walk the little fingers a tiny millimeter. Awesome. Okay, slowly walk back, hands between the feet. Now we're going to put hands in front of us. And if you want to try it today, you're going to attempt the tripod stand. So if it's in your practice, go for it. Otherwise, just try to reach the head towards the floor and stay there. Tripod stand. Okay, I don't know if it's, I've got enough space here. I'm going to come a little bit towards the back. We're going to put the hands on the floor and we're going to do a little triangle. So our hands will be next to each other and more or less the same length. We're going to put the head in there. And from here, we have a beautiful triangle. This floor is really hard. And we're going to go into our toes. So now we're on our toes and we're putting equal amount of weight in our head and between our hands. We're going to lift very slowly and we can stay until here. So as far as you can go. Then we go up a little bit higher with our feet. And then we can start putting the feet together, trying the vertical. And finding that equilibrium, that balance between hands and the head. And here you're straightening, you engage everything, you find that beautiful tripod step. And then to come down, you can open your legs again, as we did. We came up and very slowly come down towards the floor. And you can try the first attempt to tripod stand. It is probably the easiest. Oh, let me come up. You inhale, come up. It's probably the most accessible of the headstands, because obviously handstand require a lot of work, and headstand also a little bit of balance and practice, and you might need a wall. Tripod stand is probably the safest because you have a wider base, so it's a good place to start. If you don't feel confident, you can do it with a wall behind you, which is perfectly fine, or you can just lift the legs a little bit, as I just did at the beginning. Stay there and keep trying. So in any case, it's a good practice to get started. Okay, let's go to the front. Let's relax the arms, the legs. Let's dance it a little bit. And from here, we're going to go down towards the floor. Let's go to a fours. From here, we're going to go to Balasana, child's pose. Straightening your spine, make sure you find that space between your vertebrae. Also calm your breath, calm your everything. You sit in inversion, which sometimes is a bit disruptive, which is a good thing. But you need to calm down, especially if you haven't done it very often and you feel that it was, first time you're a bit scared. Your heart might be racing, so you just want to calm it down. Okay, go towards the right hand side, stretching again the left ribs as we did at the beginning, put in a different pose. And bring some air to the left lung. Make sure you find some new space. Go to the center and go to the left, stretching the right ribs, the right waist. You can also put the right hand on top of the left, if that helps. Grabbing the wrist, grabbing the hand. Whatever works for you, whatever helps you to make the stretch as efficient as possible. Come back to the center. Come back to all fours. Let's go into our bat. And from here, we're going to bend the right knee, put the right sole in the inner thigh of the left hand, or the left hand, the left thigh. Come up towards the sky. Let's fold over the left knee. Janu Shirshasana, or head to knee pose. You could prop yourself up if you want on the right knee, if it doesn't reach the floor, like is my case, for instance, with the right hand one. And try to reach the chest towards the thigh. Toes look up. Take a couple of breaths. Stretch yourself a little bit longer. Whenever you exhale, and come up. Straighten both legs. The left side comes to the right inner thigh. Come up. Fold towards the right leg. Again, you can prop yourself and put a block, put a cushion, anything, so that the left knee feels comfortable. You can reach the calf, you can reach the ankle, you can reach the foot, or you can just simply bend and go towards the right leg. Here, Try not to go towards the center, try to go on top of it. That's another stretch. Here we're looking for the stretch of the lower back. Come up again. Straighten both legs in front of you. Let's go towards the floor. Oh, let me just fit. Okie doke. Grab your right leg. Right hand extends on the right. Palm up. Push your right leg towards the left with the left hand on your beautiful twist. You know this is one of my favorites. And look always right when you're going towards the left. It's always the opposite direction. And with an inhale, come up, breath legs to your chest. Let's change, extend the right leg, grab the right left and push it with your right hand towards the right side, extending the left hand towards the left side. And make the twist as intense as possible to the point that it feels absolutely great and fantastic. And you're in bliss. Come back to the center, grab your feet, grab your legs. Let's cross the legs so right goes on top of the left. And we're going to do Gomukhasana legs. So we're going to, as I said, right over left, so knee over knee. And we can try to grab either the calves, the ankles, or the feet and bring them towards us. We're going to extend here the glutes, give them a good stretch because we've been working the legs. Take a couple of breaths. Make sure you feel the glutes really stretching. And let's change sides. So now left goes over right, knee over knee, and then we bend the knees and we grab the calves, either the ankles or the outside of the feet. And Gomukhasana feet. And ooh, my left glute is talking now. Awesome. Take a couple of breaths. Oof. Relax. Especially when you exhale, really let go. Okay, grab both your knees, give yourself a huge hug. Inhale, inhale. Take another sip of air. And with a big exhale, let it all go. Feet go towards the floor, hands look up, palms to the sky, open arms and legs. Take some real estate here. Relax the neck, relax the jaws, relax the cheek, the eyes, the forehead. Relax the shoulders, let them just fall on the floor, the arms, the hands. Relax your chest, relax your belly, just feel the air coming in and lifting everything up. And let it come down. Legs, glutes are really heavy on the floor. Calves are stuck. It's really heavy also. Feet, everything is relaxed. Just make a mental revision. Just revise everything in your body. Make sure there's nothing that is still holding some tension. Make sure it's all loose. Taking all the benefits of what you just did. You just push yourself a little bit. You just stretch yourself a little bit. And you should be really grateful for that. So enjoy it. And you can stay in Shavasana as long as you want, as long as you need. You can fall asleep, you can just chill and relax. Or you can start wiggling your fingers, your toes. Stretch yourself, make yourself as long, as tall as possible. Stretch your arms behind you, your legs ahead of you. And from here you can roll on one side, whichever that is. And come up, or you can rock and roll yourself, grabbing your knees, crouching yourself, rock rock and rolling, so rocking back and forth a few times until you come up and you go to kneeling position. Sorry, not kneeling, cross-leg position. Whatever leg works in front of you, hands in front of your chest, bow the chin slightly, looking into your heart, into your true self, into your soul, and telling yourself you're amazing, you're strong, you're capable, you're enough. You can do anything you want to do. Anything you put your mind into, you can reach, you can do, you can achieve. So be grateful for this amazing body you've been given that truly can listen to you and can stretch as much as you need it to stretch. It just takes time, patience, and determination. Open your eyes, big, big smile in your soul, in your face. And again, thank you so much for being today with me. It's always a pleasure and an honor to have your time spent with me. Thank you so much. See you very shortly. Namaste.